You're doing everything right, eating healthy, staying active, but your blood pressure keeps climbing. What if I told you that something you're doing every day could be silently driving it up without you even realizing? Studies show that even the smallest habits can cause your blood pressure to rise, but the good news is, these mistakes are easy to fix. In this video, I'll reveal the 10 most common mistakes that could be keeping your blood pressure high and how to avoid them. Mistake number 3 surprises almost everyone. Most people think it's harmless, but it's a hidden culprit that's likely working against you. Stick around to find out what it is and how you can stop it from sabotaging your heart health. Let's get started with the first mistake. Have you noticed your blood pressure rising despite eating well? One everyday ingredient hiding in most foods could be overworking your heart, and most people don't realize it until it's too late. This hidden danger is salt, specifically the sodium in it. Many people are consuming far more than they realize. The average American takes in over 3,400 milligrams of sodium per day, and that's more than double the recommended limit for most people. Did you know that even small changes can have a huge impact? Reducing your sodium intake by just 1,000 milligrams daily can help lower blood pressure naturally by up to 8 millimeters of mercury. That's a significant drop that can make a real difference in protecting your heart. The problem is that sodium is everywhere, hiding in canned soups, packaged snacks, frozen meals, and even sauces. You may think you're eating healthy, but these sneaky foods often contain more sodium than you realize. Even if the salt doesn't taste overwhelming, it's still there, silently contributing to the strain on your arteries. Cutting sodium doesn't mean you need to avoid all salt. It's about making smarter choices. Stick to fresh, whole foods and pay attention to food labels to control how much sodium you're taking in. The real question is, how much longer will this hidden enemy continue to control your health? There's something else you could be doing that could help keep your blood pressure in check. What's next on the list? Let's talk about why skipping something so simple could be a game changer. Before we move on, I'd love to know where you're watching from. If you're someone looking to naturally ease your blood pressure, make sure to subscribe to Cardivive and turn on the notification bell. And if this content helps you, type 1 in the comments or 0 if it doesn't. I want to keep improving for you. You might be doing everything right, eating healthier, managing stress, but your blood pressure is still on the rise. And that's because there's one thing you're probably missing out on: movement. It's something so simple, yet so many people neglect it. The effects might not be visible right away, but over time, this oversight builds up and worsens your heart's condition. The truth is that a lack of physical activity is a silent but powerful contributor to high blood pressure. Sitting for long hours or not moving enough throughout the day can gradually raise your numbers. Even if you eat healthy foods and manage stress well, a sedentary lifestyle can lead to a stiffening of your blood vessels, making it harder for blood to flow freely. You may feel fine now, but years of inactivity can build up. It's like leaving a small leak unchecked in your home. It may not flood immediately, but eventually, it causes significant damage. Regular physical activity can reduce your blood pressure by 4 to 9 millimeters of mercury. This isn't just some fleeting benefit, it's a long-term change that keeps your heart and blood vessels in top shape. And you don't have to be a marathon runner to see the benefits. Just 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day, like walking, cycling, or swimming, can make a huge difference. The real secret is consistency. This simple step, done daily, can lower your blood pressure and protect your arteries. So, if you're someone who's been skipping out on exercise, don't expect your numbers to improve. But there's something else you can try. What's the next mistake many people overlook? It has to do with something many people do every single day without thinking twice. How could this common habit possibly be impacting your blood pressure? Let's find out. Most people reach for them without a second thought. A pill for that aching headache, or to relieve joint pain after a long day. But what if those pills are quietly causing harm without you even realizing it? The very medication you're taking to feel better might be increasing your blood pressure and putting you at risk. Nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or NSAIDs, are among the most commonly used medications for pain relief. What's alarming is how these drugs, which many people use regularly, can raise blood pressure by 5 to 10 millimeters of mercury. The effects aren't always immediate, but over time, they can add up. Studies confirm that regularly taking NSAIDs leads to increased blood volume by causing your kidneys to retain more salt and water, making your heart work harder. You might be feeling better in the short term, but your blood pressure is quietly creeping higher. You might not even connect the dots between your pain relief and rising blood pressure. Pain medications are designed to give you relief, but they also carry a hidden risk that can slowly damage your heart health. It's not just about treating the pain, it's about considering the long-term impact on your body. If you're someone who uses NSAIDs frequently, it's time to reconsider. Alternatives like acetaminophen or non-medication treatments, such as physical therapy, can help manage pain without risking your blood pressure. Speak with your doctor about the best approach for your situation. Your heart will thank you for it. But what about another habit that's just as harmful, yet far more common? You probably have it in your daily routine without giving it a second thought. Could this simple action be making your blood pressure worse? Let's move on to the next mistake, and you'll want to pay attention to this one. Stress is more than just a temporary feeling. It's like a slow-burning fuse that can set off a chain reaction, quietly wreaking havoc on your body. You might not even realize how much it's affecting you until it's too late. And the scariest part is that it's not just about feeling overwhelmed or anxious. Stress can raise your blood pressure, and over time, it can create serious health problems. When you're under stress, your body releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These stress hormones prepare your body for a fight or flight response, making your heart beat faster and your blood vessels narrow. This is great if you need to run from danger, but it's not so great for your blood pressure. If you're constantly under stress, your blood pressure stays high, and that added strain can lead to long-term heart damage. A study published in Hypertension in 2019 found that people who are chronically stressed are at a much higher risk of developing hypertension, which can lead to strokes and heart attacks. What's even worse is that the more you ignore stress, the harder it becomes to control. Your body gets used to the heightened state, and it starts to feel normal. But in reality, it's far from it. Without proper stress management, the damage keeps building, often without obvious symptoms. So, what can be done about it? Incorporating daily stress relief practices like meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises can significantly lower your blood pressure. Taking just 10 to 15 minutes a day to relax your mind and body can have profound effects on your health. The best part? These practices don't just lower your blood pressure, they also improve your mood and overall well-being. Now that you know how stress is silently driving up your blood pressure, you may be wondering about another hidden danger that many people overlook. This one is sneaky, and it affects so many of us daily. It's something you might be doing without realizing the risk it's causing. Keeping your blood pressure in check is not an easy task. It's not just about avoiding the bad stuff, but knowing exactly what to add to your meals that can help keep your numbers down. That's why I've created a comprehensive guide just for you. If you're ready to make a real change, head over to my Etsy shop. This guide is designed to take the guesswork out of your diet and help you take control of your health. The link is in the description. Every time a cigarette is lit, a tiny storm brews inside your body. That short-term satisfaction is paid for with long-term consequences. Smoking isn't just damaging your lungs, it's making your heart work overtime. And it's not just about lung cancer, as most people assume. The impact smoking has on your blood pressure could be silently pushing you toward life-threatening conditions. The immediate effect of smoking is almost instant, a spike in blood pressure. With every puff, your blood vessels constrict, causing your heart to pump harder and faster. This spike in blood pressure can last for hours, leaving your arteries under constant stress. What's even more concerning is the long-term damage smoking causes to the lining of your blood vessels, causing them to harden and narrow over time. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, smoking is directly linked to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and permanent artery damage. It's like slowly but surely chipping away at your heart's defenses without you even noticing the erosion happening beneath the surface. But here's something that might surprise you. Quitting smoking has an immediate impact. Within just 20 minutes of putting out your last cigarette, your blood pressure begins to drop. In just 1 year, your risk of heart disease is cut in half, and in the long run, your arteries can begin to heal. If you're still smoking, now is the time to quit. The longer you wait, the higher the stakes become for your heart health. Quitting smoking might be tough, but the benefits are undeniable. Your blood pressure can drop, your heart can become stronger, and you can significantly reduce your risk of heart attack and stroke. Now, let's talk about something that might be just as dangerous as smoking. It's something many people take for granted, even though it's right in front of them every single day. Could this simple habit be making your blood pressure even worse? Stick around to find out what's next. It's the beverage that many people rely on to kickstart their day, to power through that afternoon slump, and to keep them alert throughout the busy hours. But what if that seemingly harmless cup of coffee is secretly raising your blood pressure, even if you've been drinking it for years? What seems like a harmless pick-me-up could actually be pushing your heart to work harder. Caffeine, the stimulant that fuels our daily routines, is far more powerful than most people realize. Even if you've built up a tolerance over the years, it doesn't mean your body is immune to its effects. Studies have shown that caffeine can cause a noticeable spike in blood pressure, especially if you consume it in larger quantities. A study published in the Journal of Hypertension found that just 200 milligrams of caffeine, about 1/16-ounce cup of coffee, can raise blood pressure by up to 10 millimeters of mercury in some individuals. That's a significant increase, especially if your blood pressure is already on the higher side. It's not just the occasional cup that could be causing problems, it's the constant, everyday intake. If you drink several cups a day, your blood pressure could be rising steadily without you even noticing. If you're particularly sensitive to caffeine, even a small amount could set your numbers climbing. The more you consume, the higher the chances that you'll face blood pressure spikes after each cup. But don't panic just yet. Reducing caffeine doesn't mean you have to give up your morning ritual completely. Consider switching to decaffeinated coffee or cutting back on how much you drink throughout the day. Small adjustments like these can have a meaningful impact on your heart health and keep your blood pressure levels in check. You've learned how caffeine can affect your blood pressure, but what about another seemingly innocent habit that could be raising your numbers in the background? This next mistake is something people often overlook. It's something that's not immediately obvious, but could have long-lasting consequences. If you're finding this helpful so far, please take a second to like this video. It may seem small, but it tells YouTube that this message matters and helps Cardivive reach more people who truly need it. If you believe others deserve this knowledge too, tap that thumbs up now. You might think that grabbing a quick snack or ready-to-eat meal is harmless, but here's the hard truth. Processed foods are doing more damage to your blood pressure than you realize. They're not just convenient, they're loaded with hidden dangers. The problem isn't just the extra calories, it's the sodium, unhealthy fats, and sugars that come with them. These ingredients, when consumed in excess, can send your blood pressure soaring. Processed foods are often packed with sodium, and we all know how much sodium can contribute to high blood pressure. A study from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that people who consumed more processed foods were more likely to develop hypertension. It's not just about flavoring your food. The salt in processed meals can lead to your body holding on to excess water, raising the volume of blood, and putting pressure on your arteries. But there's a simple solution. Choose fresh, whole foods. Opt for fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins that are naturally low in sodium and free of unhealthy fats. By switching to more home-cooked meals and fresh options, you can keep your blood pressure under control without sacrificing flavor or convenience. Now, there's another sneaky culprit you may be overlooking. It's something so common, yet so many people are unaware of how much damage it's doing. You've probably seen it. The latest diet that promises to drop pounds and lower your blood pressure in just days. The problem is, these so-called quick-fix diets rarely deliver lasting results, and in many cases, they can make things worse. People desperate to lower their blood pressure fast often jump on the next trendy diet, thinking it will solve their problems. But here's the truth, these diets are nothing more than temporary fixes that usually backfire. The issue with these diets is that they don't address the root cause of high blood pressure. They focus on extreme changes that promise quick results, but often lead to nutrient imbalances, deficiencies, and even worse health outcomes. For example, cutting out entire food groups or severely restricting calories might lead to rapid weight loss, but it can also leave your body lacking essential nutrients. This can result in an even greater strain on your heart and arteries, making it harder to manage blood pressure in the long run. On the other hand, the dietary approaches to stop hypertension diet has been proven to lower blood pressure. It's not a fad, it's a sustainable lifestyle change. Studies, such as one published in the Journal of Clinical Hypertension, have shown that the diet can reduce systolic blood pressure by up to 11 millimeters of mercury in just 2 weeks. Instead of relying on quick fixes, focus on a balanced, heart-healthy diet that includes whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. These small, consistent changes are what truly make a difference over time. So, if you've been hopping from one diet to another, it's time to stop. There's a better way to lower blood pressure. But what's the next mistake that might be ruining your heart health? It's something many people overlook. You may be pushing through your days, running on little sleep, thinking that you'll catch up later. But what if this sleep-deprived routine is the very thing that's silently causing your blood pressure to rise? Lack of sleep isn't just about feeling tired. It's one of the most underestimated factors that directly affects your heart health. Studies show that people who consistently sleep less than 6 hours a night have a significantly higher risk of hypertension and high blood pressure. It's not just about feeling groggy the next morning. Sleep deprivation triggers a surge in cortisol, your body's stress hormone. This hormone is designed to prepare you for action, but when it's elevated too often, it has the opposite effect on your heart. Cortisol causes your blood vessels to tighten and raises your heart rate, both of which directly contribute to higher blood pressure. Getting enough sleep can have a dramatic impact on your health. The recommendation is 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. This may sound like a lot for those who are used to running on little sleep, but even a few extra hours can make a significant difference in lowering your blood pressure. Sleep gives your body time to recover, repair, and reset, keeping everything from your heart to your blood vessels in check. Managing blood pressure can be tough, especially when mistakes keep getting in the way. I've created a guide to help you identify and avoid common missteps that could be sabotaging your efforts. It's simple, to the point, and available in a printable PDF format for easy reference. Head over to my Etsy shop to get your copy, link in the description below. It's time to make sleep a priority and watch as your blood pressure responds. But what if there's something else at play, something much deeper within your body that's driving your blood pressure up? Could underlying health conditions be silently contributing to your hypertension? You've done everything right, changed your diet, exercised regularly, reduced stress, but your blood pressure is still stubbornly high. The truth is, high blood pressure often doesn't exist in isolation. It can be the result of other, hidden health issues that you might not even be aware of, and if you're not addressing these underlying conditions, your efforts may not be enough. Conditions like diabetes, kidney disease, and sleep apnea can be silently driving your blood pressure up, despite your best efforts to manage it. For example, untreated sleep apnea isn't just a nighttime nuisance. It's a serious condition where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, leading to frequent drops in oxygen levels. This puts immense stress on your heart and arteries, causing blood pressure to rise. Studies have shown that people with untreated sleep apnea are at a significantly higher risk for hypertension, and treating it with therapies like CPAP can lower blood pressure by up to 5 millimeters of mercury. But sleep apnea is just one example. Chronic conditions like diabetes and kidney disease also play a major role in elevating blood pressure. If these conditions are left unmanaged, it becomes almost impossible to control your blood pressure, no matter how much you focus on diet or exercise. Managing these conditions with the right medications, regular monitoring, and proper lifestyle changes is essential for keeping your blood pressure in check. Don't let these underlying issues go unchecked. Treating the root cause is just as important as controlling your symptoms. That's all for today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.